Hi, and welcome to Cornwall Astronomy Society's guide on how to use setting circles on an equatorial mount. I'm here with Ruth.
Hello.
Robert.
Hello.
And Simon.
Hello.
And I'm Gareth. This is an equatorial 3-2 mount, which is a great little mount which includes setting circles here and here. There's two coordinates that we use to find faint objects in the sky. It's right ascension, which is on this circle, and declination on this circle. This is the right ascension circle, and you'll see that unless the lock nut here is tightened down, it moves fairly easily. Also, the marks are shown at 10-minute intervals. It's important that there's some resistance in its movement, but you should be able to rotate it fairly easily with your fingers, like that. You'll see there's two sets of figures. One runs in reverse order, and you'll use those if you're observing in the northern hemisphere, and the other set in ascending order you'll use if you're in the southern hemisphere. For the purpose of this video, we're in the northern hemisphere. This is a declination circle. On the EQ32 it is possible to calibrate it, but it is designed to be a one-off operation. On the EQ32 the declination marks are showing every 2 degrees. On some mounts the declination is completely fixed. On others it's designed to be easily calibrated, even on every target if you want to. However, in practice very little if any adjustment is ever needed. That's important to remember, because if you're making large adjustments that suggests something's wrong. Either the declination scale is completely out, or your mount is not level, or your scope is not pointing at the star you think it is. The easy way to use setting circles to find fainter objects is to first get your telescope centred on a bright star reasonably close to the faint object you want to find. We'll refer to that as the reference star. Next, check that the declination circle reads the correct declination, and then adjust the right ascension circle to read the correct right ascension. It's a simple case then to move the scope so that the right ascension and declination circles read the correct coordinates for the object you want to find. So Simon, would you like to work through a dry run to find something?
Yeah, I've always wanted to find Bose Nebula. I think that's number 81 in the Messier catalogue.
Okay, M81 is a galaxy high up in Ursa Major. So let's use the star Juby as our reference star. It's nice and bright, and it's fairly close to Bose Nebula as well, up in Ursa Major. So we'll assume that this telescope is now pointing at Juby. Juby's coordinates to the nearest minute are 11 hours and 5 minutes in right ascension and 61 degrees 40 minutes in declination. First off, check that the declination scale on the mount seems correct. So it should be saying 61 degrees 40 minutes.
Yep.
And now adjust the right ascension scale to display 11 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Now unlock the declination clutch and move the telescope in declination so that it shows 69 degrees and 4 minutes.
Okay.
Lock the declination clutch again, and then unlock the right ascension clutch and move the mount in right ascension so that the circle is now pointing to 9 hours and 56 minutes.
Okay.
Unlock the clutch again, and if we were looking through a telescope now and doing this for real, you should see M81 in the eyepiece.
Excellent.
So simple as that.
Thank you.
Okay, Gareth, can we perhaps use this EQ6 mount now to see if we can find M57, the Ring Nebula in Lyra?
Certainly.
I think Vega is the nearest bright star, which would be a good reference star for that, wouldn't it?
I think that's a very good reference star. And just at this point, I think it's useful, rather than try and work out coordinates from a star map, because that introduces error, is to go out prepared with a list of the objects you want to find and the reference stars with their coordinates. So I produce for myself a list like this, which just lists bright stars in several constellations, and I use that. You can download this list from our website, details coming up at the end. So from this I can see that Vega, the coordinates for that is 18 hours 37 right ascension and 38 degrees 47 minutes declination. So if we assume that the mount is pointing at Vega at the moment, first off need to check that the declination up here is reading 38 degrees 47 minutes.
Which it is.
Right, and then we just adjust the right ascension scale so that that reads 18 hours and 37 minutes.
18 hours 30, 18 hours 37. That's
Right,
it. Yep.
and lock that in.
Yep.
And now undo the right ascension, undo the declination clutch. And we know that M57 declination is 33 degrees 02 minutes. So point it to those.
Okay, that's on
numbers.
32.
Lock the declination clutch and unlock the right ascension clutch and move the scope round to 18 hours 54 minutes.
Okay, 18. Well, that's on there now.
So if we were doing this for real, that would now be pointing at the Ring Nebula and you'd see it through the eyepiece of your telescope.
Well, that seems very easy, but on the other hand, I have heard people saying, you know, the setting circles don't bother with them, they're difficult to use and they're not accurate and so forth. But this seems to disprove that.
I've heard astronomers say that as well, but I do know several astronomers that do swear by setting circles, and I found it difficult to work out how to use them, but once I've fathomed it, I think they're remarkably easy. You've got to bear in mind that you might out on dark nights, so you need to have a red torch to read off the coordinates, and sometimes the telescope might be in the way a little bit, so it's not easy sometimes. However, once I've fathomed out, I have to say that I'm at least as accurate using setting circles as I am using a go-to telescope.
Well, that's very reassuring. I have to go out and try it.
Excellent. And we hope that you'll try them as well, because we reckon they're brilliant.
Thank you for watching Cornwall Astronomy Society's video. We hope to see you again, and please look out for us on Facebook and on our website. We hope to be doing some more videos. Thank you. Bye.